welcome back to the channel. We're talking about the Seattle Seahawks in tonight's video. We got a late night one here. It's not late for you West Coasters, but it's about 10 o'clock here in Florida. I want to talk about Seattle, and I want to talk specifically about a few moves, guys like Sam Darnold, DeMarcus Lawrence, even a little bit of Marquez Valdez-Scantling. You know, the two big moves that Seattle made that made the headliners so far have been Sam Darnold and Cooper Kupp, obviously. And we've talked about it. We'll talk about some more interesting stuff in tonight's video, but I got a comment right before I made this that made me want to hop onto it. Somebody said, and this is like kind of just the general understanding of the Seattle Seahawks or the state of the Seahawks right now. You traded your QB for a worse QB and traded your wide receiver one for a washed up Cooper Kupp. And I don't mean to rag on the person who left that comment in any way, shape, or form, but I want to use it as an example because Seahawks fans understand this. Jackson Smith-Njigba is the truth, and he is the entire future of the Seattle Seahawks wide receiver room. The dude is an absolute superstar. And as much as I liked Geno Smith with Seattle, it was just time for a change. And so you got younger with Sam Darnold. You even got a little bit cheaper. I don't know why people are confused. I don't really understand all the Vikings hate. I'm a Green Bay Packers fan. The team I would hate the most would be the Chicago Bears, but I don't really have any ill will to the Vikings franchise at all. But I'm even telling you, Sam Darnold is a very good quarterback. And outside of like two bad games against the Los Angeles Rams and maybe week 18 against Detroit, it really is unprecedented. I don't understand the Sam Darnold hate in any way, shape, or form. So we're going to talk about the Seahawks in tonight's video. But before we do, hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. Post a ton of Seahawks vids on this channel. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are seriously awesome. So let's get into Darnold. First and foremost, I did a film study on him about a week ago because I think this guy is a superstar. Or a future superstar. I don't really know what's not to love about Sam Darnold. 80.7 PFF grade. You guys got him on a 3-year, about $100 million contract. Only $55 million of it is guaranteed. He reunites with offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak, who he was with in San Francisco in 2023. Mike McDonald last week even said in his introductory news conference, Sam's best days are ahead of him. And so his single season last year with the Minnesota Vikings was by far the best of his 7-year NFL career. It was insane. He ranked inside the top 10 in touchdown percentage, passing yards, yards per attempt. He earned his first Pro Bowl selection. The Minnesota Vikings were projected to win around 6.5 games. Vegas put their win-loss total at around 6.5. And I know he has Justin Jefferson, and the easiest thing to say is like, oh, well, they went 14-3. Well, he has Aaron Jones as his running back. He's thrown to Justin Jefferson. He's thrown to Jordan Addison, and he's got TJ Hawkinson as his tight end. And what people don't understand is, first off, Jordan Addison was also injured. TJ Hawkinson was injured for the first third of the NFL season. Justin Jefferson still was always double teamed. I watched Sam Darnold play however many games he played last season, and the way I see it is the dude has, like Mike McDonald said, the best days ahead of him. But one of my favorite aspects is going to be in the passing game, specifically the play action department, because there are a lot of instances, whether it was third down, whether it's third and short, third and manageable, third and long, or especially the red zone, most notably and mainly last season, but even in the last couple of years, the Seahawks in the red zone or on critical third downs, I feel like have just really struggled to get them. Especially the red zone. This team struggled in the running game last year, and with Ken Walker and Zach Charbonnet, there's really no reason for that. Only 95.7 rushing yards per game. End of the day, Seattle's offense was poorly coached last year. That's the way I see it. So Clint Kubiak, 2021, he was the Minnesota Vikings offensive coordinator with Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins ranked second in under center play action rate. Last season, with Kubiak calling the plays, Derek Carr and the New Orleans Saints ranked fourth in the same category. Well, here's the fun part. Sam Darnold finished third. So Kubiak's system kind of emphasizes merging, mixing, blending, whatever word you want to use, the run game with the passing game. And a big component of that is play action to help accomplish that goal. When executing play action fakes from under center, Sam Darnold was among the league's top quarterbacks last season, ranking in the top 10 in EPA or dropback EPA and touchdown rate. All right. He also has a big time play component. Sam Darnold completed an explosive pass, which is 16 or more yards, at the 6th highest rate in the league last season. So, yes, the easy thing to say is, all right, I don't really get the Geno for Sam Darnold mix. I don't really want, I honestly, it's all love to Geno Smith and Sam Darnold. I really don't understand from either side why there is any bit of hate on that quarterback swap. And then the DK Metcalf move, I understand it because at face value, the Seahawks wide receiver room gets worse and you just brought in a new QB. It will all make sense in about a month when the NFL draft is done. But that's why Cooper Kupp was brought back. Or not brought back, but brought back to his home state, right? That's why Cooper Kupp was brought in for Sam Darnold. That's why DK was traded, because JSN is wide receiver 1. But like I said, Seahawks fans understand this. And I wasn't trying to rag on the guy who made that initial comment. I'm just trying to bring light to the situation because I don't think people understand the Seahawks, outside of Seahawks fans. But anyways, let's talk real quick about MVS. And yeah, I'm a Packers fan. I like MVS a lot. He's not a wide receiver 1. He's not a wide receiver 2. He's a huge big-time play guy. Last season, 61.7, 2024 PFF grade. You got him on a 1-year, $5.5 million contract. He recorded 19 receptions last season. He also had 4 touchdowns. But the best part about MVS is, first off, he's coming from the New Orleans Saints with Clint Kubiak last year. He got traded there at the trade deadline. Last season, he averaged 21.6 yards per catch. So I know he only had 19 total catches, but 21.6 yards per catch is crazy. He also had 11 explosive plays. So that's what you're going to see. That's his role in New Orleans is similar to what you're going to get in Seattle, a deep threat who can help stretch the field. So I know it's not like a crazy flashy move like, DK Metcalf for George Pickens, like, check out the new wide receiver room in Seattle. It's not like that, but I even like the smaller moves that Seattle is making offensively, like MVS. And even I know he had a bad year last year with Baltimore, but Josh Jones, the new swing tackle, like it's the small upgrades, man. It's the small upgrades building the roster from the bottom all the way up to the top. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like button, hit that sub button if you haven't already. But guys, let me know down below. Give me an early Seattle Seahawks 2025 record. That's it for me. I know we have the draft, but that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back soon. And peace.